Guys, welcome back to another episode here at Noe's Daily Driven. We are back out here at the land. This is part one of a series of videos that we're going to create. Last video that I created about this situation or this topic is we introduce everybody to the new to us trailer. 8.5 by 20, pretty much a race car trailer. So it's a heavy duty trailer, heavy duty axles. We should not need any other trailer moving forward. Now, us being a guy, never know. We could always grab another trailer. But here we go, part one of this rebuild series, and this renovation of this trailer. Let's jump right into it. Last time I didn't do a very good thorough video because I know people really don't feel from the views and stuff on this stuff, but for my purposes, here we go. Obviously the wall's a little bit beat up. It was a car hauler. They put motorcycles in here, but biggest situation we have is there was a leak over here because of where this awning is mounted up on the brackets outside. To my understanding, this awning is still functional. They just took it off to try to figure out where the leak was at and how to fix the leak. Well, past that, we're going to not only identify where the leak's at, but we're going to go ahead and redo this roof. We're going to start with the roof. We're going to take everything out. So this is part of the series I want to do. I just want to capture everything, because if I don't, I'm going to regret it, because you never know, it might turn out really cool. I'm hoping it does. It should. So here we go. We're going to rip everything out pretty much. We can kind of tell where some of the leaks are at, but we want to go ahead and rip this stuff out. The plan is to insulate it, put new boards, the good stuff. So here we go. All right, guys, we've been at it for a couple hours. We actually had to go step out, come back, but I'm back at it nevertheless. You can probably see from behind me, we're making some progress. So let's check it out. Right. So for the most part, the whole roof is almost out panel-wise. And then over here, we got this one little section here, and then these cabinets are gonna have to go. That's right. We're gonna go ahead and take these cabinets out. Main reason is because that front area, what I wanna do is make it more like a sleeper area, and we're gonna put the mini split up there. So the mini split needs to be up higher so I can distribute the air just better. Not only that, we could probably repurpose that somewhere else. So for now, I gotta go. So we'll work on that when I get some help, but for now, we're going to start working on these walls, and I'll tell you what. See that the trim, the wood is pretty much, it's bolted out. Everything has wood on it. A for spacing, B for mounting points. So in particular, this area, this is where the panel meets up and gets screwed in. So they're all over the place. Now over here, this is the place where it was leaking. I'll get some close up of this deal here. Let's see, where is it at? So you can see right here, there's a lot of rust, meaning there's been moisture here. And then there's some areas that have holes in them, as you can see here, down there. So what we're gonna do is, as you know, water travels down, and it tends to find its way. So we're pretty much gonna pull these whole panels out. A, for insulation. B, to go ahead and repair anything else that needs to be repaired. While we're at it now. See, in a situation like this, we gotta kind of be careful, because it opens up a can of worms, as what they say. So you might find more problems and more problems. It just leads into a big old money pit. We took the trim off here. As you can see here, it has the trim here. And then we're gonna take all these panels out, exposed, to see what's behind it. Kind of curious. Obviously, we got all this electrical really up in the air right now about how I'm gonna redo it. Further inspection up on this trailer, we do have a box down here, and then there's something else here. So I'm not very sure exactly what all that is, but it's good to see that we have shore power at least coming in. But I don't know what we're gonna do yet about lighting. All right, guys, it's been a couple of days. As you can tell from behind me, we've been busy. So pretty much, you know, really just trying to get to the point of disassembling the trailer, getting to really understand how it was put together, and kind of assessing how condition it was. And honestly, obviously with water, once the water comes in, it starts affecting wood and stuff. So as you can see right now, we have the walls pretty much taken out. We have all the roof out now, and we'll show you a little bit more here. And so basically there is a piece of plywood, you know, between the two walls. So obviously all that wood has to come out, and having the tracks welded in makes things a little bit more complicated, right? A little bit of unique pieces cut out of wood. So, and honestly, looking at how these trailers are built, and obviously in talking to Ben, he had a situation where his trailer the walls started falling down. And basically how these trailers are built, they're built pretty cheap, really fast and stuff. So obviously what you can't see won't hurt anybody. So pieces of wood are put up there real fast and stuff. But we're trying to be as budget friendly as we can with this deal. So we will reuse a lot of the wood and stuff. But there is wood that needs to be redone that the water messed up. So we're at the point now that we finally disassembled all the roof all the way to the front and all this side panel here, where the majority of the leak was at, up here on top. So we're gonna start looking at that, and then we'll see what we did up there in the front end. So here's a better picture of how it was, and I'll put a before and after. So basically we took all this panel out, exposed all the metal, and then over here in the front end we pretty much we dropped the top cabinet down, which wasn't bad. I'll show you right here. This is what it is. All it is the front piece and the back piece and the bottom piece and the doors. So that wasn't too bad. It was kind of nice, put together pretty good. But then over here we had the cabinets, and it wasn't like an afterthought. Somebody put it together real quick, and then once I started trying to disassemble it just to pull it out, it basically was falling apart. And to me, I said, screw it, we're just gonna chunk it. Now we have all this extra space that we can work with. So yeah. So we're currently working on this. Now we're gonna start looking at the roof to see exactly what we need to do. I'm probably gonna get a ladder outside, go up and look at what exactly needs to be done. There is some extra pieces of stainless out of this pile that we took from the cabinet that was here, and then we're gonna use it as patches. So we're gonna start assessing the damage, make the repairs for the actual leak, start priming this stuff, and then and I'll show you there's a bunch of air holes, air gaps. That's a reflection, but at the same time there's daylight. So we're gonna vacuum all this stuff out really good, and then what we're gonna do is gonna seal everything up again from the inside. Oh, sorry. We're gonna seal everything out from the inside and then outside, and this should help with this leak. And then we got to think about power and lights and stuff like that. So the only plug that I seen was right here, and then these switches go for, I guess, these two lights that were up here. And all the wire still looks good. Just we're gonna get rid of these switches, put some new ones in. Yeah. So we're also gonna redo some of the lighting for the exterior of the trailer. So while we're here, we'll go ahead and put the new lights in, pigtails in, and do the necessary wiring before we put the insulation in and reboard it back up, and then we'll move to the front end. That's kind of where we're at. All right, guys, so I pretty much want to wrap the video up here today. I don't want to make these videos too long because it is not race car content, but there's more to this trailer that you know, always just a trailer or whatever. We're going to try to use it for other purposes as well. We already talked about the business things, but I know that at one point we had a podcast. We did a quick RC podcast, and then I think we could be able to utilize a lot of the space if we wanted to, be mobile, meet up with the guys somewhere, and maybe shoot a couple of videos, see what y'all think about that. So, but for now, it's kind of where we're at. I want to keep these videos short. We'll keep updating as it is. Like I said, I really appreciate y'all watching and stuff. This is just part of our journey of renovating something that was old and make it to what we want. For me, it's exciting. I like doing this kind of stuff. And we also have racing content come up. So I know we just had a really good weekend out in South Houston. So really looking forward to some more racing. But that's it. That's where we're at. I appreciate y'all. This is a race car trailer part 1 video, and there's more to come. We'll catch you in the next one.